Now let me ask, have you ever had one of those things where you've sort of been midway through something and you kind of, you thought you'd forgotten something and you didn't know what it was. And you've started some stuff and, you know, you're pretty sure you've done A, B, and C. And then, so you've proceeded to D, E, and F. And then you've realized that actually you forgot A, which was hitting start stream.
I know it's tempting to focus
Shut
entirely on the race,
up,
but we should put a bit of time
Jeffrey.
aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Yeah, moron. I've been doing this for a while now. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh, bugger. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be particularly successful, if I'm honest.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
So anyway, you didn't miss much. All I've done is the track acclimatization. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the lap time in these conditions though. Nah, this is not worth it. We'll see if it dries out. No one's going any faster. Norbert Harder up there at P4. What a good job. So I was saying before, you know, in a big monologue to myself, before I started, obviously, that's a fucking waste of time.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
If you...
Bad luck today. That must be incredibly disappointing.
What?
The regulation changes for next season have been announced. How is your team going to cope with the transition?
I don't know what she's so upset
Do you
about.
have any comments about this team?
That'll do.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Don't know what she was so upset about. Yeah, so, if you had have asked me at the start of 2020 to make some predictions about the year, first of all, pandemic wouldn't have been one of them. I guess by the end of the year, we did kind of know that there was something going around. There was something going around Wuhan, but, you know, I wouldn't have predicted that. But if you know, when they come up and say, oh, you know, there'll be a new first-time winner in Formula One this year, who do you think it'll be? Obviously, he would have gone up, probably Alexander Albon. He'd be the most likely. He's one of the top cars. I certainly would not have chosen Pierre Gasly. So, but here we are. Well done to Pierre Gasly. Congratulations on him winning his first Grand Prix. It's so cool to see a new winner in Formula One. It always is. Their first new winner since Charles last year. We haven't had many over, you know, and sort of since Max won his first race, the only new winners have had have been Valtteri and Charles. Also great to see somebody who doesn't drive a Red Bull, Ferrari, and definitely a Mercedes win a Grand Prix. So it's great, you know, and to see AlphaTauri. I have to say Tauri because everyone calls them that now. I thought that was I thought everyone would be getting that wrong, but it turns out it's not Tori, it's Tauri. So seeing them win a race again at the same track where they won their last one, the one and only other one, as Toro Rosso. Really cool, really cool. I haven't seen any of the action from Mugello. Or yeah, all of the weekend I've been very busy. I assume Mercedes is on pole. And I assume that they'll clean up in the race unless something significant happens. Like last race. So the other big news is that our car's had a big upgrade, and it's really raised it up the competitive standings, which is great. When I ran the track climatization before, it did feel better. Wow. Whoa.
We need to pick up the pace. We're not hitting our target. We'll need to rerun the program if we don't get the time delta back in the green.
Whoops.
Program complete and a job.
Sunraku, how are you, man? Good to see you. Kinda, I guess. See, yep, you, yep, that's it. Sure. How you doing over there in Canada? Living large? Fuel management. Let's do it. That's good to hear, man. Good to hear. Did you, I know last time we were speaking, you were saying that,
so try to lift and coast going into the
you thought that maybe
Don't
you
be
had
too
the,
aggressive on the power, but remember, you still have to beat the minimum lap time.
you had the COOF. Did you end up getting a positive test? Did you get through it? I forgot that part. I didn't get tested. They told me to stay home because I could infect me with what I was going to. But I was fine a couple of days after, and my friend who took the test was negative, so pretty sure it wasn't. That's great. Well, that's good news. At least I guess that's good news. I mean, it'd probably be at this stage better to get it and get over it more than anything else, but yeah, I guess we don't really know the long-term impacts of having it enough yet to wish that upon anybody. I'm considering not waking up for the race. I'm not going to watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow. It's on very late for me. I think it starts at 11 PM my time or something like that. I haven't been sleeping well enough lately to justify it. That corner is always a pain in the ass in these cars. On this game. And I always screw that corner up too. Oh, fuck off. No.
Test.
Even F3 and F2 couldn't make Mugello look interesting, so that looks bad for F1. Yeah, it's a one-line track. That's the problem with it. It's why they haven't had racing there previously. It's great for testing. It's like Barcelona. It's really good for testing and ain't good for racing. I mean, it's cool to ride on board there, and you just see you've got this big snaking of corners, and the cars are flat, and it's like really, really cool. But it ain't good. It's not conducive to good racing. I think the field spread there will be quite significant as well. We'll do ERS and then we'll do race and quali in the last one, because for FP1 it looks fun to drive. It definitely is. I've driven it on R Factor and other games like that, but for racing, nah. Hopefully I put on a good show. Hopefully there's something that mixes it up again and dumps Mercedes at the back of the field again. Well, at least Hamilton. Doesn't matter whereabouts in the field you put Bottas, he doesn't go anywhere anyway.
In this program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently throughout the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
Well, I screwed up my braking there pretty significantly. I wish races like last week happened more often. I wish they bloody happened all the time. I mean, I wouldn't want to see manufactured racing like reverse grids and all that kind of thing, but it was so refreshing to see a group of different drivers at the front. Say what you want about the likes of Hamilton and Vettel and Bottas and Leclerc and Verstappen, but I can honestly say I am so sick to fucking death of watching the same three guys at the front all the time. I really, really, really am so sick of watching Bottas versus Hamilton versus Verstappen. It was refreshing last year to watch Leclerc racing with these guys. Ferrari's obviously nowhere this year. At least back when Vettel was racing, you kind of had different battles. You had Vettel, obviously Webber on occasion. You usually had Alonso was up there, Hamilton, Button. You generally look back 2012. You had 6 different winners in the first 6 races or whatever it was. One of those was Maldonado, and he got lucky with the tyre situation that weekend. But my fucking goodness, am I so sick of Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas? So sick of him. So I mean, great for them in the sport to dominate. It's obviously the goal of any sporting team to be the best that there is. All that sort of terrific stuff. But I'm so utterly sick of watching the same 3 guys at the front, and so. Monza was so good. It was so good. I don't want to see it I don't want to see it manufactured, but I want the sport to do better at making it so that other teams can compete. And I don't mean, sports and meritocracy. I don't mean handicapping, and I don't mean necessarily like cost levels out and all that kind of thing. What I mean by that is don't have regulations that make for monopolies at the front. Formula 1 can't help itself, though. Let's bring back a token system where Mercedes has half second on the field. I'm sure that'll go great. Said no one ever. So, yeah, I wish races. I'm the same. In the TLDR version I'm the same. I wish there was more races like that. Not manufactured, but at least had situations where different cars ended up at the front. Even when Michael was winning championships, it wasn't just a battle between him and Barrichello all the time, which was very, very one-sided. It was, you had Ralf Schumacher, you had Kimi, you had Mika, you had Coulthard, you had different teams mixing it at the front. And whilst you obviously got that now with Mercedes and Red Bull, it's so static. It's the same 3 guys at the front the whole time.
We've not got long between now and qualifying, so it'd be very productive for us to run the qualifying pace evaluation. We can get some good R&D data as well if we complete it.
But like I said, so good to watch different guys at the front, and the hunger. That's what you don't get with the other 3. You don't get the hunger. Maybe that's not fair because obviously Hamilton and Verstappen are very, very, very hungry. But the hunger of Sainz trying to chase down. And you had his engineer telling him to take second, and he's like, get stuffed, I want the win, kind of thing. And the pure emotion of Gasly. It was nice to see McLaren's P2 and 3 on merit. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, just watching other cars at the front was just terrific. And yeah, I just wish the sport was like that, where different teams came and drifted from the front of the grid. Man, the stopping power in this car is incredible at the moment. I don't know if it's just the setup, but...
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
apex right there, Matt. Oh. Worst corner on the track for me, that one.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Whoops. Made a bit of a mess of this lap. Gone.
Great lap. You've nailed what...
Yeah, it was enough. Alright, last one, quali pace. Let's see if we can do this one.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 33.7.
Even though we've jumped up a bit in the car comparison standings, it's still only a target of 17. That's interesting.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated
Yeah, I know what it is, mate. You can shut up.
they're in 19th.
Okay, that was what I was looking for.
The qualifying pace program.
Oh, fuck up, Ant. Wow, I'm already half a second down on target. Whoa, that won't help. Jeez. We'll just restart this lap, I think.
Don't worry about tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Codemasters, here's one thing you have to do. You have to make the engineer more configurable so we can turn off those dumbass messages every fucking session, yeah? I mean, I'm at USA in my first season. He doesn't need to tell me what a qualifying simulation is now, yeah? It's required for one race. Whoa, whoa! Far out. Felt like the aero just gave up. Fuck. Alright, well, one more go at this. Well, sorry, it might end up being more than one go, but... I'm definitely,
Okay, this is a quali sim.
Shut up. Shut up.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
This is going great. Yeah, whatever. No traction for some reason. I fucking hate this track. I really do. Good morning, USD. I love this track. I'm sorry, Relax MB. Just as I've said, I hate this track. You've said you love the track. We're gonna have cultural issues. USA, it's all good. Good morning from the other side. Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you.
Don't worry about tyres. Just give it everything.
I don't really hate this track.
We want to make sure we can lap close to our rivals' pace.
That was a bit random. I've actually, I've been to this track, even though I'm from the other side of the world. I was at Coda a couple of years ago. I just need to drive better. Easier said than done, I'm afraid. I always get lost at turn 1. I think we need to just give up on this one. I'm not going to hit that target. Not a chance. I was not good at it, but after some practice I really start to like it. That's good. I can't believe how unbelievably difficult that Delta target is to hit. It's crazy. But like, look at that Delta. I'm losing time absolutely everywhere. No. We're just going to miss out on those points. Codemasters have set
So far, our fastest lap is
an unbelievably
And with all the
difficult
cars now
Delta.
over the line, let's see our top.
An incredibly difficult Delta.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. After all the teams have updated their cars for next season's regulation changes, where do you think you'll come out? You really put a lot of effort into practice today. Are you testing new components? Well, that's everything.
I guarantee you I'm not going to be that far off in qualifying, though. That delta time is just a screw job. I really like your setup. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, cool. Thank you. No, I really appreciate that. It's good feedback. Not many people say much about it, so I don't know whether it's a good thing or not, the way I have things set up. Alright, let's just go to quali. We are going to put... I think this was quite worn, wasn't it? We've got plenty of these to play with. Cool. Let's try and do something in quali. Hopefully it's better than what that the delta is not really reflective of what qualifying actually turns out to be in my experience. I don't care too much that we missed out. The resource points would have been very beneficial to us, but it is what it is. There I am, just doing my FGO dailies on my iPad. Yeah, I don't trust it too, the delta. Yeah. It's not trustworthy at all. We should be... What have we got on fuel? Plenty. Let us go. Let us go, let us go. What's that I got in front of me? Is it a Williams or a Haas? It's a Haas. I'm waiting for my track map to come up. And I've got Matsushita coming up behind me. Oops. Whoa! Second off Leclerc. I feel that's not too bad, but I did go wide at the penultimate corner. I screwed it up because through the long sweeping right-hander, I went out too wide, as everybody would have noticed. And so I had to dart back diagonally across the track too much, and it screwed me up, screwed up my entry. Currently third. But quite a long ways off. But we're ahead of all the cars we're racing.
Speed trap 331.2 kilometers per hour.
Geez, if it wasn't for that middle sector where I'm getting smoked by everybody, what did I do wrong in the middle sector? If I was doing a good middle sector, we'd be right up there, wouldn't we? Might have to go again here, though. Actually, where does the... It doesn't show us the sectors, does it?
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 31.8.
It'd be good if it showed us the sectors, because then I could see how long is the first sector. I can't even remember where it goes. So 24 seconds, so it must be... I'm trying to remember where the split is. It's down the hill towards the hairpin, isn't it? Yeah. Middle sector's hurting me really, really badly, actually. It's probably that, it's probably the double left-hander. Oh... No, doesn't it end at the back end, the back straight? I don't know. Yeah. Question is that do we have enough up our sleeve to go through? What are we in? We're in by... it's bottom 17, isn't it? So we're in by half a second. But man, if we could just do a clean middle sector, I'd be smoking everybody, wouldn't I? Do I burn an extra set of tires though? I think I have to. I can't.
It's pretty quiet out on track. We should consider getting out there. Checks complete. We're ready.
I accidentally hit drive out rather than go to do a flying lap. Nodding my head. Nod your head. Webby's coming. I wonder if you change your position in the pit lane, based on where you finish in the constructors. I doubt it. I don't think Codemasters is that smart. But that'd be cool. Now, where is the sector line? So our first sector's okay. It's our middle sector that's hurting us. It's here, isn't it? Yeah, I thought the middle sector was on the run down the hill there.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Fuck. I think we might just flash that back. I want to at least finish the lap. I'm worried about what the car's going to do in a race. It's pulling stuff like that. So, yeah, I screwed up the the middle sector then was actually worse than the last one. That's all right. We're still P10. It gives me confidence that I wonder if there's a
specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop. You can tell me what you want over the radio. Press.
What I want you to do is shut the fuck up.
You can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display.
God damn it! I can't understand why Codemasters thinks it was a good idea to make that guy so verbose when he's sitting in the lane. It's like, dude, we're most of the way through the season. Just shut up. I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. Like, they should have that be configurable in the options where you can say, make Jeff tell me inane tutorial stuff. Turned off. Good. Job done. Feature request, Codemasters. Sort it out. Alright. So we are a chance of going through if I can just make the middle sector work. The question is, I don't know where I'm losing all of that time. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It's a bit of a concern, but I think we can still get through if I do a clean lap. Honestly.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Nod your head. What's going on with Max behind me? Look in the mirror, like his helmet and his gloves are like way above his car. That's random. Fixed on the front on. Oh, it's not Max, sorry, it's Albon. That was weird. What's going on there? Looked like a drone was flying over his head. So yeah, I think the sector line is like somewhere here. There, I think. But where am I losing like half a second to the AI? Anyway, can't worry about that now. Just gotta drive. Just drive. To be fair, it's probably down at this double right hand and then left hand sequence. I wonder if the AI has the same problem with lack of traction there that player's car does. That was a better lap.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Whoops. What'd you say? Sector between turn 6 and 7, so that's turn 1. Turn 2. Turn 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's here, is it? Yeah, you're right, it is. So it might be this part here where I'm hurting for time. Interesting. Still P3 at the moment, I'll take that. I don't think the Mercs and the Ferraris have done laps yet, but I feel like that lap was probably good enough. If the car is genuinely a top 10 car, that lap was good enough. It felt very smooth and in control. And Mushiroi. Yeah, I can feel pretty happy about that lap, I think. I do feel pretty happy about that lap. Wonder how the middle sector looked that time. Much better. Much better. So first sector, I don't expect to be racing the Ferraris, the Red Bulls, and the Mercedes, though. But, mind you, Bottas is out there on the medium tyre. That's interesting. It's actually my first sector to let me down. What did I do wrong in the first sector? I was very early on the brakes at turn 1. I had to accelerate through the apex a bit earlier. But middle sector's on it this time. That was good. And last sector's fastest last sector because I really did hook up that penultimate corner.
We're 16th in the speed trap, 332.1 kilometers per hour.
So we're obviously carrying quite a bit of wing compared to everybody else. But 6/10 off the leaders. Oh, mind you, that's a Renault that's just gone faster than me. That's interesting. Who hasn't done a lap yet? Lewis? Leclerc. He's just done one then, has he? Yes, he has. So we're 7th. And we're in by 3/10 from Hamilton. But Hamilton will go faster. Who else is out? Bottas. Yeah, I reckon we're going again. And I reckon we'll go again right now.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
So it's the first sector to let me down. Probably a bit early on the brakes at turn 1, I reckon. But I have confidence. The car is... So even though we couldn't do that qualifying sim, which is the irony, right? Like that qualifying sim delta, we're missing it by a second. Here we are fighting for Q3. Good work, Codemasters. Nailed it. Living up to your name yet again.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Wish they fixed those small errors. Yeah, agreed. Like, it seems to me like pretty mild fixes. But what do I know? I don't make games. I just play them badly. Much better run out of the last corner that time. Got half a tenth just down the straight. I am going to flash that back because it felt like a good lap. I wanted to finish it. I wanted to finish that lap. It felt good. Oh, I've screwed it up. That's alright. I didn't deserve to go faster anyway. I had 3 tenths, and I messed it up. Very disappointing. I am the disappoint. Well, we either make it now or we don't. Yeah, who's my teammate? Nobuharu Matsushita. Or Matsushita Nobuharu, I should say. Because he's Japanese, so it should be the other way around. I started the season with Dorian Boccolacci. And then I didn't have enough money in the middle of the season to keep him, so I signed to Matsushita. We're also running Honda power units, so it felt right to put a Japanese driver in the car. Well, it's out of our hands now. I'll be right back. I made some homemade sugar-free
Best lap so
brownies
far
before.
is a 1 minute 31.2.
With hazelnuts in them, so they've been sitting there cooling since I started the stream. I just thought I'd have one. Actually, pretty good. I'm happy with the result. All right, let's see. Let's see if we stay in or not. Just less than half a tenth in it. 0.03 of a second. Yeah, they did. Well, they done their first runs on the soft tire. Sorry, on the medium tire, and so they abandoned that and then went the soft tire. So we do have we went faster. So it doesn't tell you anymore what tire you actually got through on. But I'm pretty sure we were faster on the first run. So it must be the second ones. So these ones. So we'll go out there.
Okay, remember that the way the car handles is all about weight transfer. When you brake, the center of mass moves forward. When you accelerate, it moves rearward. And when you turn, it...
Yeah, that's what I think, Jeff. When I turn you off, mate. Got a McLaren in front of me. So remember, this time we've just got a set of scrubs on, so we're not going to go... So there's 5 scrubs on the car, the 4 tyres, and me. Hey Dark, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Blinded by the light. Corner cutting my foot. That was perfect, game. But remember, so that was actually, I actually felt like that was a pretty good lap. It felt really nice. It seems you changed your F1 cockpit view. Did I? I don't think so.
The car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you...
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's all the same. I've got a bloody... You have to give me... There's the sun. The sun's just like in my eyes, in my eye line right there. So it's directly pointing at my forehead. It won't last very long. Don't worry. Oh man, I'm going blind now. Blah. I keep my head... I'll put my head down. It's going directly at my forehead. Oh man, I look like I got a shiny head. I don't have a shiny head. Now, but what I do have now is a big bright spot in my eyes now where I can't see. The goggles, they do nothing. Anyway, I only just saw that because I alt-tabbed off. So it's probably been like that for a while. You've probably been sitting there laughing at me all this time, Relax MB. Oh, look at this guy's shiny forehead. So that was on scrub tires, so that's why that lap was not as good. I actually felt like it was okay, although we were back on a slow first sector, middle sector, sorry. But next lap, we've got some newies. So as you can see, we ended that with like 13% wear, but we do have a set of new.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:31.6.
But regardless, we're still 10th. Sun decided to provide some vitamins while you play. That's right. Give me all of the... I was going to say all of the D, but that's not appropriate. Give me all of the vitamin D. The vitamin D. Depending on what part of the world you're from. I should be thankful for it, though. Alright, here we go. The lap that we have to make count. And I'll go off for turn 1. Oh, here we go. Whoops. So we got hurt by Sebastian in the first sector there. We were 2 tenths down in the first sector. If I had just been able to match, we would have been half a second up at the end of the lap. Of course, it was always at the end of the lap where I was going to get the advantage with the new tyres. But it is what it is. We'll probably be 10th anyway. Hopefully the sun's not too distracting for you guys. Let me know if it is, and I can lower the blind that's over there.
And with qualifying complete,
10th.
let's review our top 3 today.
Not by much, though.
Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be...
Yeah, he didn't move. That's right. It is what it is.
The fans really seem to enjoy it.
Oh, man, that sun.
It looks easy.
I'm going to do something about it. I'll be right back.
It's got to be a relief to qualify that far up the grid.
Probably. That's better. Hey Webby, I'd started playing iRacing recently. Which car setup shop do you prefer? I use VCS. VCS? I think it's VCS. Is it VCS? Starts with V. VRS maybe. Oh, yeah, I use VRS. I'm just having a look. Yeah, VRS, Virtual Racing School. Just having a look. Oh man, that's better. It's like coming out of the tunnels in Monaco. Yeah, no, it's just like right on my eyes. It was freaking nuts. Like I'm thankful that the sun's making more of an appearance nowadays, but it's getting to be a bit much. I'm actually thinking about getting back into some iRacing as well. Now that the LMP2 car's out. Well, I never expected anything. It gives us a great opportunity to show off our engine's power.
Which department has been hit the hardest by next year's regulation changes?
Which department has been hit? Our chassis department. Yeah.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Oh, man. Yeah, so yeah, with the LMP2 car coming out, and the updates to the McLaren MP430, I am thinking about getting back into it. Back on sometime? Yep. Cool. All right, let's see what we can do in a race and get some points. Is the goal? Oh, that's right. We need to.
What do you think of this one?
Yeah, he wants to fix that. I'm in agreement with that. We probably don't have enough to do any of the others, though. All right, race time. Do it.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin, in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself 14 miles southeast of the city centre and home to the US Grand Prix since 2012. The latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, around the 20 corners of the wonderful Circuit of the Americas. We'll be reaching speeds of around 200 miles an hour, and there are plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into Turn 1 and the very long back straight into Turn 12. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Ricciardo, Norris, Wood and Sergio Perez.
Oh, we've gone up one spot.
Gasly,
Someone's got a penalty.
Antonio Giovinazzi and
Carlos
Sainz,
Sainz.
Raikkonen, Magnussen, Nobuharu Matsushita and Roman Grosjean. Russell, Latifi, Kvyat and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Let's get this party started.
With your grid position, we should be able to bring home a better result than last race. Come on, you can do it.
What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to reverse that and go 19.9. I'm going to start on the hard tyre. Why can't I change my tyre? Oh, I can't change my tyre, you bloody muppet. I qualified. I made it the top 10. I'm so not used to making the top 10. We will one stop. Revert. But I reckon we'll come in a lap early and go for the undercut. Yeah, I know. I completely forgot. Like, I'm so not used to not qualifying in the top 10 on in this car. I completely forgot that we made it to Q3. Let's go.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
Weather report.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
So our hards are going to be a bit sketchy, but we might be able to make up some positions. Good luck in the race. I got my new coffee. Very good. Man, I haven't had coffee today, believe it or not. I'm usually a bit of a coffee fiend. I haven't had one all day. I have had tea though. Tea Earl Grey hot. Although it wasn't Earl Grey. But it was hot. So I kind of Picarded it, I guess. I really need coffee, otherwise I'm a monster. Yeah, I know. Maybe it's why I'm so docile this afternoon. If I had had coffee, I'd be on pole here. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's my zero coffee strategy for the day has just not worked out for me. Should have gone with a two coffee strategy. It's just because I got out of bed and I slept in, and then got up late and I had to head out, and I didn't even have breakfast. I didn't even eat anything until about 1:30, I think. So, all right.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Gone batte.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up.
Oops.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Oh. Yeah, I messed up there. And there. Shell made a mistake then. Oh, no DRS. They get so much better traction than me down the hill from 1 to 2. Losing so much time to them there. Yeah, too much speed. I want to get back in the DRS just so I can stay on them for a little bit. It'll help me gap signs behind me, but whoops, I didn't mean that.
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. We don't want to get a penalty. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
I've already got 2 of those already. I'm going to end up with a bloody penalty. Whoops. Back end wanted to snap around on me then.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. We want to pit this lap, so push now.
You can just see that my car's just not quite as good as theirs. So the other Ferrari's in the pits. Sebastian from the lead. So, well, sorry, I shouldn't say from the lead, but
Go, go, go.
good stop, lads.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Hope I don't get held up by these guys. Want to be able to close the gap to Leclerc and Verstappen. But to be fair, our main goal is just staying ahead of Sainz.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more. trailing our teammate by 2.7 seconds.
So it hasn't really worked for us in the gap to Verstappen. But to be fair, we're not really racing Ferraris and Red Bulls yet anyway.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Oh, it did work against Leclerc though. Leclerc is behind us. Nobuhara is in front of us doing the business on Verstappen. Good boy. That new tyre grip is gone now. Be good if I can just keep up with Verstappen during this phase. It means we can sort of hope for a top 5 or 6 finish.
Is coming in for his stop.
I thought he was already through. Oh, Max. Max got all Larry there. Friggin' have it, Max. Have it. Stop just keeping up with him.
Bottas is leading the race.
Bugger. My ambition got ahead of my talent. I was also blindsided from the bloody braking boards by where Stroll was. My bad. It's alright, hasn't hurt us too much. It would have been very helpful to us in the battle with Verstappen. Well, not so much, because then Lance bloody boxed anyway. Thought I missed a downshift there. This is where I hurt the most against the AI.
Our gap to the car in front is 8.0 seconds.
Yeah, mate, that's not coming down. I wouldn't worry about that. I'd worry more about the car directly behind us, who probably will still beat us and probably should, but... Although Sebastian's on the soft. He's going to have to box again, you know? Maybe this is a podium chance. Although I do fully expect to have a very Verstappen-sized problem and a Leclerc-sized problem at some point during this race. I see Leclerc's directly behind Verstappen now. I reckon Sebastian's got to stop again. Driver ahead.
Vettel is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 9.2 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was at 1 minute 35.0. You're losing around 1.6 seconds.
I don't know who Leclerc's got with him. But he's dragging a car with him. Maybe it's Albon. Oh no, it's Sainz. It's McLaren, I assume it's Sainz. That'll be a concern for us, maybe.
To car in front is 11.1 seconds.
Yeah, Sainz is definitely along for the ride with Leclerc, isn't he? No. No, I'm not having that game. Get out of here. There's no reason for it to drop the back end like that. Just randomly out of nowhere when it's been perfectly fine for the whole race. I did not do anything differently. It's just random Codemasters for you. Oh man, I'm white. He's gonna have DRS. I don't mind losing if it's a straight race, but I don't want no Codemaster shenanigans, yeah? None of this, oh, it's a flat corner, but like occasionally the car's just gonna go on you for no reason. That doesn't make for fun racing.
One of the Mercedes cars is next.
Oh, Sebastian pitted? Oh yeah, he did too. So we are in contention for a podium. No, not like that, we're not. I wonder how far behind Vettel is though. Not far at all. There he is in the background. He's behind Leclerc. I ain't finishing on the podium, not with 10 to go, not like this. Not with Sebastian behind on what I presume are medium tyres. Only if he gets caught up in that battle with Max and Charles for a long time. But even once he passes him, he's on me in a lap. And I'm gonna try and avoid getting one more off track.
The gap to the car ahead is 17.2 seconds.
Sebastian still hasn't got past Charles. They seem to have dropped signs though.
To the car in front is 17.0 seconds.
And Mercedes have checked out.
Safety car.
Wow.
No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
That, oh jeez. It gives me less laps to, it gives them less laps to get around me, but it also puts them right on my tail. And the AI is much better off safety car restarts than I am. Wonder what that's out for. Hey Deradros, how are you, man? Who went crashing? Hey Doug, I'm not sure, man. I don't think Vettel can pass because of the DRS train. It's hard when you... Yeah, agreed. I don't know, it hasn't said anyone's out of the race. Maybe it was just an accident. And both cars got away with it. That triggered the safety car. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about this safety car in all honesty. Probably neutral. Like it works because I'll have less laps to lose position, but it is going to put them right on my tail.
Slow your pace immediately.
It's going to put them right on my tail. Can't believe we're currently third though. It's pretty crazy. Landed some of those, landed some good overtake, or put the boss of an overtake on Max after he made a mistake. Massive lunge, made it happen. Where are these guys? Back straight. Wow. Not used to being at the front. What do you think about Vettel going to Aston Martin next season? That's a good thing. I think it's good for him and it's good for the sport. Because you know, he's a 4-time world champion and he should be on the grid. He's certainly still good enough to be out there. and it's good for Aston Martin. He'll be he's a figurehead driver driving for a famous brand. So I think it's good all round. I mean, you're not winning the championship next year anyway, unless you're in a Mercedes. So it doesn't matter what car you're in, you might as well be in one that's gonna give you something off the track. And obviously his relationship with Ferrari is no good now, so I imagine the safety car's probably in this lap. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 leaves us 5 laps to not get passed by this entire train of cars. I mean, to be fair, even on pace, the only cars we should lose position to are the Red Bull and the 2 Ferraris. Sebastian's going to be on newer tyres. Is on newer tyres. Sebastian may well win this race yet. We're going to have fuel to burn, but we are on aged tyres. I think we're on the oldest tyres out there. What do we got? Derrida, Red Bull, maybe with Vettel, Aston Martin Racing Point, they could finish third in the constructors. Yeah, maybe. They'll lose they don't really understand their car, because all they've done is just copied the Mercedes. It's not their own philosophy, so they can't really develop it because they don't understand it. So we'll see. We're going to need this overtake button down the straight.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap. Okay, clear.
Oh man, that was a horrible fucking restart. Right when I was just coming out of the corner. Oh, that sucked. Yeah, I mean, I think, as I said, I think it's good for everybody that he's going there. Game, I'm honestly not going to take it when you do stuff like that, yeah? I don't understand why the car went then. I did nothing different. You don't make for an enjoyable racing experience when your car just does random stuff. Oh, now Max is all over me. Four laps to hold out. Put some pressure on him, Charles.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.1 seconds. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Vettel still hasn't got past Leclerc.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Yeah, I feel for Bottas. Yeah, he's not. He's a safe pick for Mercedes. He's not as good as Hamilton. At some tracks, yes, he is. Some tracks, you know, like Sochi, you know, he's good. He's a good performer at Bahrain. At some tracks, he's good, and he's a good driver to have when Hamilton has a bad day.
No time concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
So if I'm going to focus on the driving, shut up. But he's not good enough to beat Hamilton across the season. That's his problem. He's not consistent enough. He's not consistently good enough at every track. Not when you have a driver of Hamilton's caliber who is beatable. Like Rosberg showed that Hamilton's beatable, but you've got to commit yourself to the whole season, man. If you want to beat Hamilton, you got to be good everywhere. You got to be taking the heat and putting the pressure on him at every race. The second you let up on him, he will walk all over you. And as soon as he has his foot psychologically on your throat, you're done.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
That's why I burned Rosberg out beating him. But Alonso's more beatable. Sorry, Hamilton's more beatable as a teammate than Alonso would be in a competitive car. But not by much. Hence the margins they had amongst themselves at McLaren in 07. Although there were some things that went on that distorted that. Though you would think I should probably concentrate at this point, wouldn't you?
This is your final lap of the race. job. You did really well. Super driving.
Slippery Traxy is good. Congrats, mate. Is it the first podium for Mjolnir? No. We got a second place at Singapore. It's our second podium. Good race, third place. Yep, very happy with that. No, it's our second podium.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season.
Yeah, as I said, like, Bottas is a good driver, but he's not good enough to beat Hamilton across the season. Hamilton's obviously one of the greatest drivers of all time. There's no doubt about that. He's in a car that he's very comfortable with, and a team he's very comfortable with. He has a good relationship with his engineer. He's very, very hard to beat. It would take a very special driver to beat him, and that's not Bottas. But for Mercedes' sake, Bottas doesn't need to be that driver, you know.
After an excellent performance
So
in the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of
Bottas just has to be good
celebrations
enough to
amongst the Mercedes team,
win for them
and
when
they
Hamilton
certainly
doesn't.
deserve it.
Which at Monza, obviously he wasn't. But most races he is. But he's not even as good as Rosberg, to be fair. Rosberg, I mean, and obviously that's easy to say because Rosberg beat Hamilton to a championship, but Rosberg was a more consistent driver and usually closer to Hamilton than
Let's see what effect
Bottas.
this result has had on the drivers' standings. That lead at the top of the table has shrunk somewhat today. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to Wood. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's another clear win for Mercedes.
P7
as they
in a
managed to
championship.
secure the constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole
Still
team.
P6 in the
Meanwhile,
constructors.
AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After an event
Now
like that,
27
who knows
points
what
clear
the
of
sport has in store for us next
AlphaTauri.
time. Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring
Williams,
you the latest
a duck.
excitement
Wah.
in Formula One.
So we are still best of the rest. It's a pretty good effort. And now we're, 29 points clear of Sainz? That's a pretty good 7th place there. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. Only 3 points behind Tracing Point. Yeah, it's true, actually. I didn't even notice. I need my teammate to score some points.
From our perspective, let's have yours. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy? You must be thrilled to be up on the podium. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. After the regulation changes were announced, was it all hands on deck for next year's car? Great. Well, that's everything.
We're already working overtime on it. Alright, so we've closed back a point. Although I think he's still ahead of me by a point. Yes. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. Oop, I'm up to 11 acclaim. Oh, Matsushita's acclaim actually went down. I didn't even know that was possible. There you go. Brazil next. Mexico, isn't it? Or is it Brazil? Renew sponsor. Yeah, they're already pretty good. I'm just going to keep them. We have only got 2 days, so we have GeForce Training, Driver Promotion, Aero Team Building, Marketing Strategy Conference. No, Aero Team Building. Only got 413 points. Can I do any of the...
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
Yep, agreed. Adapt it. Adapt. As you see, the car did jump right up for that last race. I've probably got to fix up the... sponsorship stuff. Yep. Because when your sponsorship expires, it turns them off. There we go. Cool. That won't be what the car looks like next year. Hint, hint. We'll have a different car next year. Cool. Let's advance time. We're not going to do the next round now. I'm going to stop. But we will go to the weekend, so it's all loaded up and ready to go for when we stream again, which may be later on. Maybe later on today. We'll see how we go. But that will do. Thank you everybody for tuning in to watch. I greatly appreciate it. I had a fun time. Obviously, every time you get onto the podium is a fair bit of fun. Oh no, thank you, Relax, and thank you for hanging around for most of it, man. I really appreciate it. It's cool, and you keep the chat active. You two, Deradros and Dark, and Senraku, who was on here earlier. You know, the OGs coming back to rep in the chat. I really like it. I like hanging out with you guys. You know, it's good fun. That's that, and hopefully I hopefully kept you entertained for 2 hours or so. But yeah, we'll stop there. As I said, we may come back later. If not, we'll come back at some other point and do it all again for 2 more rounds this season, and then we'll have the introduction to the new car. But this will do for now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you. As always, I've been Webimoto. Here's hoping for a good race in Mugello tonight. I don't think it will be. Never know you like in a big city. Guess we'll find out. Thanks, everybody. Catch you next time. Bye-bye. Not that one, you idiot. This one. See ya.